Hello world, we are Team Soup and we've created Budgeteer. I'm Jonah.
I'm Eric.
I'm Derek.
I'm Caroline. Managing money is an important facet of life that everyone needs to do, but it is often confusing, stressful, and overwhelming. Most people struggle to track where they are spending their money and staying within a specific budget, leading to financial stress and unexpected debt. Without the right tools, even smart people find it difficult to take control of their finances. Right now, people have limited options to track their spending. Some do this by manually keeping spreadsheets that are hard to update. Others rely on banking apps that often make it difficult for users to see their full financial picture across institutions, accounts, and credit cards. Existing solutions are fragmented and not user-friendly for everyday budgeting needs. Take Ricky Benz, for example, a recent college graduate who was cut off by his parents and has just been flooded with new expenses like rent, electricity, groceries, and the cost of moving to a new city. He has 2 credit cards at different banks, but does not have an easy way to see all of his spending in one place.
Budgeteer was created to solve budgeting issues by making it simple to visualize and customize expenses. Our application is an important financial tool that helps our users easily track their spending, scan receipts from purchases, and plan for future purchases by organizing their spending information all in one place. The app reduces the anxiety of financial planning by keeping records of transactions that give people an easy-to-use financial snapshot, helping them stay organized and spend responsibly.
Budgeteer utilizes multiple technologies to ensure security and data maintenance to create a personalized experience for our users. Firebase is the backbone of our app, providing a real-time platform that manages a user's authentication, database storage, and more, all seamlessly integrated within our Android app. Firestore is a NoSQL cloud database where all of our user data is stored securely. This is where their name, expenses, categories, budgets, receipt information, and much more are saved. The database stores this information as collections and documents, which allows for quick reads, writes, and updates on user devices. Firebase Authentication manages the sign-up, login, and account security embedded in our app. It ensures users can securely access their accounts without us having to build and maintain our own authentication system. This technology is crucial to our app because it helps protect our user data in Firestore by tying data to their user identities. In addition to these capabilities of Firebase, we've also used Firebase Cloud functions that run on the cloud in the backend of our app, which help automate tasks and keep Budgeteer updated securely, efficiently, and consistently.
For Budgeteer scan screen, we have opted to use Google's ML Kit. This allows us to pull text from images of receipts and then display the receipt's total and store name. Overall, ML Kit worked out rather well. However, its text recognition was inconsistent and would sometimes cause the recognized total amount to not be reliably detected. We chose to implement a live video feed rather than pulling the text from a still image so the user can ensure that the scanned information is correct before creating a transaction. Demo time!
When a user first opens Budgeteer, they will be prompted to log in. Logging in is necessary to make sure all user information is saved properly and will be there the next time the user opens the app. If a user does not already have an account, they can tap the sign in button to create one. From here, the user can enter their email, their password, and their confirmed password. To make sure, once they are done, they can tap the sign up button, and if there are any typos, there will be a user-friendly message displayed on the screen so that all typos can be fixed accordingly. Once the user clicks the sign up button and there aren't any errors with their entered information, the app will take a minute to load and they will be brought to the home page.
After logging in, users are directed to the home screen, which features a personalized message including the user's name on the app. Below that, the spending history, including the dates of transactions logged, is shown. Below that is a pie chart which shows a comprehensive overview of all of the spending included on the app. As you can see for Ricky, his most substantial cost is rent. By clicking on the app in each category, you can see the total amount spent in each of the categories, and below is a legend which features the percent that each category takes of the cumulative total of the transaction amounts. As you can see, gas was $135, subscriptions are $230, and groceries were $220. Below is an overview of the budget, which includes the categories and their goal amounts. As you can see, the goal amount for groceries is $200 and Ricky has spent over that amount. So the entire bar for that category is filled and it displays over 100%. And the rest of the categories follow. Investments doesn't have any transactions logged for it, so it has no fill on the progress bar. And it is included in the legend above, however, it does not have any transactions totaled.
All right, so now I've moved over to recording locally with my Pixel 9, and we're going to go through the budget screen. So let's say Ricky wants to start buying his Pokemon cards. So what he's going to do is he's going to go to the budget screen. And here we're going to click this floating action button where we will add a category. And let's just call it Pokemon. And let's say he has the lofty spending goal of $200 a month. Right. We'll add the category here. So now we'll go in here and the category is empty. So let's go ahead and add a transaction, shall we? So let's say he goes and buys a couple packs of Pokemon cards from somebody, and he buys them for $49.99, and we'll select the newly selected category here, which is Pokemon. Let's say we bought them today. So we'll hit add, and now we can see that the Pokemon category has updated. And if we go back to our home screen, you'll see that that little pink section down there is how much of our budget is consumed by Pokemon cards. So let's say Ricky gets a little crazy and he adds a transaction for some rare card, right? Let's say he spent $250 on it. And we can use the date picker and select a different date. Let's say he lied and we want it to be Friday, April 25th. So we go ahead and add that. Now when the budget updates, we'll have this added, and if we go back here, we'll see that this section is now a lot bigger for the Pokemon cards. Now we can see, of course, our categories here on the category screen. So let's say Ricky lied and it was actually $500. So we can hit the edit button on our transaction and go in here. Let's put $500. Now what happens in the back end is that a cloud function will spin up and update the total associated with the category. So now it's a lot higher than it was, and now we're spending a lot of money on Pokemon cards. So now let's say Ricky is unhappy with his purchase and he wants to refund it. Well, we go back here and we'll go to edit the transaction where there's an option to delete it. So let's go ahead and delete it, and we'll see everything reloads and the Pokemon card is back under budget and the home screen is back to where it was. And now let's go ahead and say Ricky wants to cut down on his spending on Pokemon cards, so we can click the edit category button. We'll go down here and change it to, let's say he only wants to spend $70 a month. So now we'll select Save Changes. And now when we go back to the budget screen, we have $70 a month. And the goal amount will also update on the home screen here. So now let's say he wants to stop spending money on Pokemon altogether. He wants to sell all of his Pokemon cards. Well, to do that, we go to Edit Category and we'll delete the category. Now what happens in the back end here is that since transactions are stored separately from categories, we create a cloud function that deletes all associated transactions. That takes the load off of the device and puts it more on the back end, which makes things a lot faster for the user.
To see a comprehensive overview of the transactions stored on Ricky's account, you can visit the History page, which is able to be accessed by clicking the History icon found on the taskbar at the bottom of the app. I will go there now by clicking on that page. As you can see, there are a lot of key features on our app on this screen. You can see a full list of the transactions stored on Ricky's account by scrolling through the transaction cards. You can also search by names of transactions. I will search Food Lion to see if there are any transactions stored under that name on Ricky's account. By clicking the search icon at the end of the bar, you can see that there are 2 transactions that follow this name on Ricky's account. I will then clear the filter, and I can also click the filter button found at the top of the page to filter by the name the amount or the date of the transactions. To first filter by date, I will search from April 1st to April 15th, 2025. You must enter 2 digits for the month and the day and 4 digits for the year, otherwise the filter will not allow you to continue. By clicking confirm, I am then directed to a list of transactions that fall in this date range. By then clearing the filter, I am able to search by the amount of transactions. I will go from $100 to $250.50. By clicking confirm, I am then shown a list of transactions that fall in this amount range. By then clicking the clear filter, I am able to see the full list of transactions again.
Let's go ahead and check out the scan screen. But first, let's add a new category, shall we? So let's go ahead and hit that add category button in the bottom right. And from there, we can input, let's see, we're trying to track how much we're eating out. So that's the title, right? And then we'll say, we don't want to get too big. We don't want to be big backs. So we'll limit ourselves to $150 roonies. And then the memo can be monthly or something like that. And then once we have all of that information inputted, we add the category and then we can go and check it out. And we see that there's no transactions currently added, but it has all the information that we started with. So then this is where it gets fun. We go to the scan screen and you hold the camera over the receipt and it automatically pulls the store name and the total amount on the receipt and puts it into a transaction for you automatically. All you have to do is input the month or the day that you went out to eat, right? Just put your date and then boom, add it, go back to the category and bada bing, bada boom, Kaminsky's is there looking as beautiful as ever.
The settings page also has other features. Besides changing their name and phone number, if Ricky ever needed to change his email address because he lost access to his current one, he can tap the convenient change email button to begin the process. The first screen informs Ricky he will need to provide his password in order to change his email. If at any time Ricky wants to stop the dialogue and go back to the app, he can simply click the close button on any of the screens. Tapping continue will allow him to enter his password. If needed, he can click the show button to reveal the password to ensure no typos. Should he make a mistake entering his password, he can conveniently re-enter his password by clicking try again. If he's successful, he will be informed that he needs to enter his new email, and a verification email will be sent to that address. Tapping continue, Ricky can now enter his new email, and if it's a valid address, the app will inform him the email will be sent successfully. So he enters his new email. And since it's a valid email address, the app informs him that a verification email has been sent. From here, Ricky will now need to follow the verification link sent to his email. By scrolling down, Budgeteer also informs him the app is waiting for his verification. By tapping awaiting verification, Ricky can get more information about where the email was sent and what his options are. If he's already clicked the link from his new email, he can tap refresh to update his status. If he would like to send a new email, he can tap resend. Both of these options are also available directly from the home page for added convenience. Should Ricky ever need to resend the email because he didn't get it or he chose the wrong new address, he can tap the resend choice and have the option to resend with the same email or change the email address. However, let's say that Ricky is a smart guy and he picked right the first time. Going back to the settings screen, he can click the convenient refresh button to see if his new email has been updated. Seeing a verification unsuccessful message means he should check his inbox to verify his new email. So Ricky would have to navigate to his email and make sure to click the link. It's really easy. So then once he's doing that, or once he's done with that, he can then hit the refresh button to see if the app caught it. So now it says that his email has been verified, but it requires him to re-log back in, so he can tap the log out and continue button to be brought to the login screen. His new email is pre-filled for him to make sure there isn't any confusion on which email he should be using. After entering his password, he will be brought to the home screen, to his home screen.
We hope you enjoyed our live demo of Budgeteer. Thank you.